Good morning, team. Who are we live? I can't work out if we're live. Morning, buddy. Morning, Peter. Morning, Simon. Morning, Rich. All right. Um, what is happening? Uh, End of the week, end of the month. Expect some shenanigans today. I've just had a full loss on gold, so unfortunately, the daily target is now negative, just a little bit. So what was the trade that I took this morning? So looking at continuing the move down, here I tried to fill this wick with a flip short. So it didn't materialize. It went up, failed to break the highs, and then broke the lows. So I sold as it broke the lows, and then it just completely reversed and took out the highs. So that's the that's where we sit right now. But this is looking intriguing for a buy. Um, oops, but I would sit tight. So we came pretty close into this daily support area. So it looked like we'd come back down, test it on the lower time frames. Um, we have actually, if we look at gold, what have we dropped? We've dropped $100 over the week. So correction could be on the cards, but who knows? Recently we're continuing to print downrange candles. We have two inside candles here, then we break the low, so it looked like it was going to continue lower. So we drop down to lower time frames. Look at the hourly. What do we see on the last hourly candle? Well, we have the rejection, then we have an uprange candle. Now, this current candle, as we look at it, is inside. So will we continue to break the lows or will we break the highs and push up back into this structure point? Looking at the 30, we've got downrange candle followed by an inside, then we break the highs, then we have an outside candle, now an inside candle. So I think anything above this area here presents an opportunity to go long, maybe into here. So we'll see what happens here. If we can get a push up over the next 30 or 25 minutes, then we can look for long opportunities, potentially buys above 2867. Let me just put that in like that. Let's just see if we can see any structure on the 15. Yeah, that looks good actually. So let's do it like this. 2866. So two options. One is you can be, I'd wait for a close above this area, guys. So wait for a close above on the 15, then we look for buys and targets of 28.74. Looks good. Okay. Now I'm uh, I'm probably gonna sit out now personally, and the reason I say that is I've had a great week, and I've just taken full loss. So I've handed back my day's target, so I don't want to add to that, or I, I'm going to keep the week as a great week. Okay. I want to start next week off with an amazing week. So I'm just going to give you ideas on what to do this morning, guys, because I was using the profit that I'd made this morning as a reason to get onto the trend. And, like I say, winning trades, losing trades, it's all part and parcel. We can't expect to have winning trades all the time. And when I was having a coaching session with Anna yesterday, and I said to her, think about what type of person you are. And what I mean by that is, I said, imagine you've had a week and you've made, what's a good week? A good week could be 2%, it could be 5%. So depending on how you see what a good week is. So let's say you've had a good week. And I said, it comes to Friday. What type of person are you? Would you want to utilize the profits that you've made? So let's say you've made 5%. Do you want to use 2.5% of those 5% profits to try and maximize your returns on a Friday? So you go in at higher risk, or would you rather go in at lower risk and if the trade comes off, fantastic, you make a return, but not as much as you would normally. But yet, if it goes against you, you don't lose as much. What would you rather do, guys? What's your preference? Would you maximize returns or would you cut back a bit? Cut back, maximize. The one person I didn't expect to see cut back was you, buddy. I didn't expect Mr. Almond to say cut back. Oh, okay, Paolo's maximize, Rich reduce lot size. Yeah, so I like to maximize because it doesn't mean it's the right or the wrong thing. And the reason I say, hey, Rain, yeah, so look, for me, let's say you maxim I look at it as you're maximizing returns that you've had a good week. So even if you lose those returns, you're still having a decent week. You're still up. So that's the way I look at it. I don't mind handing a bit back to make potentially a lot more. Uh, go big or go home. Simon speaking like a true Texan. Future Frank orders in, cannot see how to share here, but in the members channel. What you trying to share, Frank? I think you can share links. Share a link. Try showing a link of TradingView if it's a chart you want to share. Now there is a an order that I I do have pending. Um, I've not closed it. It's a it's a reversal on Nasdaq. So it's a buy order above the highs. So it's an end of day order. If the charts are set up to trade, trade. Yes, baby. That's Look, I'll always trade unless I hit my drawdown for the day. So I'm a little bit like baseball, three strikes and I'm out. Okay, three strikes and I'm out. But if I've if I've also, let's say, so as you know, my daily target on my accounts, because the way I've split them up now, my daily target's $532. Let's say I make $1,500 on an account. That means it's across all of them. I'll stop trading. There's just no point because I've done 3 days in one. And by the time you put that across all accounts, we're just over $6,300. So, you know, then it makes sense just to stop because you've had a fantastic day. Now, I'm looking at this. It's a Friday. Markets usually finish strong. I'm looking at the 4 hour. The markets have gone down, down. And I'm using it a little bit like a flip entry because we've come into this strong demand area, strong support area where we can see the market is literally just every time it's come in here, last few times we've done what? 1600 points, 1200 points, 1100 points. Will we do 1100 again? Who knows? But that's what I'm looking at there. Uh, Frankie, did you manage to find the setup or what you were trying to look at to share? So yeah, I think anywhere if we get a nice 15-minute close above here, then that should be a decent opportunity for you guys. Now, um, because I would be out, sat back once target is hit. That's prerogative. So look, at the end of the day, like I said yesterday and the day before and whenever, even if I hit my target, I don't stop trading. And the reason being is you're gonna have days where you lose, right? So when you have a losing day, if you haven't surpassed your target on a few days, you'll never be able to hit your target long term. So unless you're a freak of nature and you can have 100% winning days, um, then ultimately you'll never hit your target because let's say you have 3 days of hitting your target, or you have 2 days of hitting your target, and then you miss your target by a little bit, and then you have a losing day. You're just eating into your goal that you're trying to achieve. So when you do hit your daily target, it's about how you want to maneuver after doing that. Do you want to reduce risk, or do you want to increase risk a little bit based on the fact that or do you want to just keep it the same? Have a cutoff as well. Have a cutoff. So like I said, for me, it'll be $1,500 on the account. 1,500, I'm stopping. Um, so have these numbers, have these guidelines mapped out, what it looks like, what you'll feel like at the end of the day once you've done X, Y, and Z. Um, can't you just paste the link, Frankie? Go to Trading View, instead of copy image, go to copy link and then share the link. Can you do that, Frankie? Right. Let's have a little see what news is on today. Friday the 28th. Core PCE at 1:30. So that's the only thing that will affect this for my trading today. So major news USD, and it's at 1:30. And let's drop the size down a little bit because I don't think everyone's blind. Da, 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 da. There is news at 2:45, but it's orange, so it's not major, and it's the Chicago PMI. So yeah, nothing else to share in here. So that's the only thing that's going to create that market to potentially have some volatility, and it is at the time that COMEX opens. So we should see a little bit of movement. In terms of what do we have range, we've got 80 pips, so loads of room to make plenty of pips. We have some of that. We're set for Christmas. I'm not keen on the sell trades right now. Yeah, no. Yeah, no sell trades or potentials on that basis for me. I'd only looking at the buy. I would only look at buys right now. So just based on where we are. For sells, I'd probably need to see the market break through this area and find a resistance and then look to sell. So gold, like I said, if we're gonna look for longs, get alerts set at 28.66. So just come over it. Let me just check the alerts. Let's get rid of these old alerts. We'll put them in so I can remind you. I know it's missing. Thought it felt awfully quiet in here. There we go. Okay, so alerts going in. Let's just edit it. Uh, Wait for close above 2866. Okay, so alerts in. Let's see what comes of that one. Now, this candle, to be fair, was very interesting. If I hadn't just taken a full loss, I'd have probably looked at this. So, what happened if you look at this 30-minute candle? You have a bullish candle here, then you had an uprange candle. This next 30-minute candle, can you see what it did? It broke the lows, then broke the highs. This is one that I would have definitely taken had we been closer to London Open. So now I'm looking at this and thinking, right, the market tried to push lower, it broke the highs, and we've got it's here. What's here, Frankie? Yeah, you can't you post the link in the chat, Frank, as opposed to the I'll pull it up off the Telegram channel. But so let's have a look, see what Frankie's. Here we go. Okay, so Frank's put his order in above the highs um, without waiting for it to close above. Okay, so Frankie's going for a momentum entry. Um, what about TPs, Frankie? What are you doing for those? So you've got extended targets all the way up here. I think I'd be looking around 28.74 for extended targets in this area, where you can see this bullish candle here, previous support, because look, the market comes down, tests it, rallies, then breaks through. Here it breaks through, and then it pushes up to test the same area again. So 28.74 is where I'd be looking at extended targets. You can see here, this is where I've got my level in here, 28.74. So support, bounces, pulls back, pushes up, comes back, tests the area again, pushes up, breaks through, then it rallies again, and then comes back below. So 28.74 is where I would have my extended targets. If it goes higher, it goes higher. Um, we need some decent moves to the upside to clear some space, really. The sell side is quite nice for sells because look, if the market came back up here and then printed a seller candle, we could sell that back down, providing it gave you strong candles to the upside. So everyone happy and they know what they want to do when it comes to gold. Everyone happy with gold? Okay, let's have a look at the DAX because the DAX will be the next one up for us to look at from 7 o'clock. Right. Paolo's happy with gold. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so most recent support, most recent resistance. Uh, from a daily perspective, we're printing currently a downrange candle. We're going to see some support here on a lower time frame. Okay, so we drop to the 4 hour. We can see that 4 hour time frame. We have actually, according to the 4 hour, we've broken through support. 11. Ooh. Right, there's more room to the downside for potential sells here on the Nasdaq. How many points are we down today? We're down 155, so 0.7%. There's potential for more downside. Let's have a look at the hourly. Okay, the hourly. Again, this is looking quite tasty. So look, wait for the hourly to close. So we've got old support. Market's come down. It's retesting. We've got bullish candle. Wait for the bearish candle to close. If this candle closes bearish, the next candle wicks up. Potential for sell as long as we. There's no links, Frankie, in the chat. I can't see any links. So you've got 25 points to um, you got 25 points if the low of the current hourly candle was the low by the time it closes down to the next support. So for those of you that use 20 pips or 15 pips TP1 on NASDAQ, you could still place this trade. And it looks like a nice BPC trade. So we've broken out of support, we've pulled back. Now we're looking for a continuation after the sellers come in. So wick up, sell the low. There's an easy 20 pips there, guys. So that that looks quite nice for a continuation. Now, one thing to remember is if we are going to go long, the best thing to do here would be wait for resistance to fall, which this would do, and then we would start to look at it from a different perspective, which would be, right, there's resistance, we've got support here. In order to go long, because it's against the short-term trend, we're going to wait for structure to break, meaning we'd want to see price come down, this resistance, then get broken, we go back above it, we close above, and then we can trade to the upside. Okay, does that make sense, guys? So as it stands, the market movement to the downside will be the one that we favor because that's where the momentum has been. But if we want to go long, then we have to wait for this candle to close bearish. Ideally, we want to see another candle move lower. So we break the lows, then we come back up and close above this resistance area. Because then you see a change in structure because it comes down, creates resistance, comes down, breaks through resistance, get wick down, we trade it back up. So you've got what, 6 minutes left of this candle to close. Obviously, you don't want it to drop too much because it's going to eat into your potential TPs. Okay. Now, it is month end, right? So month end, we're going to see balancing of books. We're going to see positions closing. We're going to see or unwinding and then maybe replacing again towards the end of the day. So what we can usually see around month end time is a bit of correction moves based on the way the market's been moving recently. So longs on gold probably wouldn't surprise me. And the same goes with like the DAX and the NASDAQ because the market just recently has been selling off hard. So it's more of a reversion to the mean, but although the predominant trend has been to the upside, the question is how or is this the market unwinding those long positions towards the end of the month? And that's why it's been selling off hard. We don't know. So this is why it's always best to apply structure-based rules. So where's the short-term trend? Where's the longer-term trend? Are we still working within those parameters? So right now, gold, longs on a close above here. I'd stay away from shorts for now, unless we get a big move lower and we get underneath here, and then try and capitalize on that movement. Uh, what else do we have? Nasdaq, like I said earlier, but yeah, it's a bit slow this morning. Bit slow. Maybe we'll see a little bit of movement in the next half an hour. But I thought I'd start it a bit earlier today, YouTube, and because we'd seen some nice movements a little bit before the session that we run for the members on Zoom calls, but no such luck so far. Anyone look at any other charts? So if you wanted to do Nasdaq based off the hourly, you're looking at this high here, which is the same as the daily high. So what you'd look at doing is, if you want to place that order above the highs where I told you I've got mine placed, then as soon as you get a candle that closes above it, you just move your stop instead of underneath the daily low, you move it below the low that the candle closes above the level. And look at the room. 380 points. Love a bit of that. Love a bit of that. Uh, yeah, Frankie, it's not showing on my side, so I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't allow people to post links. So you may have posted. Can anyone else see Frankie's link? Frankie's posted a TradingView link. Um, can anyone else see it in the chat? Because I can't. Yeah, okay, cool. So there must be yeah, okay, so Frankie's posted it because he showed me a picture, but okay, there must be a setting then that I don't know where it is. So I'll have a look and see where the links, see if there's something like that, but there must be a setting because yeah, he's posted one in here somewhere above that where he said it's here, somewhere around there. But no problem, it doesn't matter. I shared the picture from the members channel. So that okay, so options for you guys this morning would be you've got 1 minute for this candle to close. It closes bearish. Let's see what you got exactly 20 pips. So, oh shit. Well, there you go. That would have been the 20 pips, but I don't think you'd have, I think you'd have got a crap fill. I think you'd have been gapped. So, not quite sure what happened there, guys, but I don't think that would uh, have benefited you in any way. You didn't get the wick up either. Yeah, don't worry about it. Look, but what you have got now is the perfect movement for potential buys because we've taken the lows. So if we get a close above, if you get a close above, then Yeah, so the 15 and the 30 have the same structure, so we don't need to change. So if you get a close above on the 15 or the 30, so 715, 730, you can look for longs, and that's you've got about 60 points up to the next sort of structure. Uh, 30, you've got 40 points to this minor consolidation area. Oh, sorry guys, a bit of a stretch. I was kindly woken up in the early hours this morning by my good lady after coming in after girls' night out. Lights come on. Thought she was being really quiet in the bedroom. No, like a herd of elephants. Let's see what's happened with gold on the opening of the candle. Not a lot, to be fair. Not a lot. Anyone else? So go on, guys. What are you waiting for? Who's waiting for the DAX? Who's waiting for gold? Who's waiting for the Nasdaq? Who's waiting for all of them? Or none of them? All right, what plans we got this weekend, guys? Waiting for gold, Paolo. Waiting for gold, Rich. Hmm. Anyone else? Who's taking Friday off? What's up, Frankie? What's bizarre about YouTube now? Peter, I'm gonna have to get a separate room for you, Frank. Paolo, after 7:30, won't be able to trade for the whole day. Okay, no problem. What what do you mean few thought it was you? I was just repeating your comment. Waiting and watching might go and make a coffee. Yeah, this Frankie's on fire this morning. Not sure what not sure what he had in his coffee this morning, but wow. Here we go. Here comes gold. Get ready, guys. The afterburners are on. It's coming. 28.74. Don't do. Every time Frank goes for a coffee, he misses his trade. That's why he's saying it, Nigel. I get two message I get two messages a day from Frank. I went for a coffee and the setup came. If you want to see someone drink coffee, come to one of our live trading days. Roger looks like a crackhead by the end of the day. 35 coffees in. So yeah, March the 12th is the next trading day, guys. So I've got a couple of free spaces. Um, anyone that wants to reserve a seat, just email me mark@tradeandtrain.com. I'll send a link across. Just fill it in and uh, join us. I think this time there'll be maybe about 10 of us. Not a big day. So again, remember, we're waiting for a close above. I know Frankie's gonna trade a momentum entry on the break of the highs, either or, whatever your preference is. So we're gonna wait for a close above, um, and see if we get the setup. If we don't, we don't. Golden Nas orders pending. Yeah, remember if you've got your pending order on NAS, make sure you set an alert because what you don't want to happen is remember come to here, go add alert wherever your um order is. So let's say it's 26. Do it a little bit earlier and then just put triggered and move stop to candle low H1. So something like that. So what you're doing is you're reminding yourself that if it's triggered and the H1 candle's pushed up, you want to move your stops underneath the H1 candle. You don't want to leave it under the daily lows. Okay, so get into good habits when it comes to things like trade management. Alerts will be there to help you. Now, mm, gold's pushing lower. Is it just a liquidity grab, or is it gonna spike lower? Three, strong and a little milk, please, Nigel. Love it. The coffee talk started. There's no, yeah, there's nothing. We're still German prelim CPI. That's not come out yet, so that'll affect the DAX. And there's never a time for that, but you can pretty much guarantee when it is because I swear it gets leaked because there's always a move and then the data comes out. There's no other major news. Look at this gold just sat. How long have we been sat in this range now? Uh, 2.5 hours. Gold's been sat in a 62, 40 pip range after having a move of 172 pips. It's then just taken a breather. So we've seen the movement basically through the Asian session come lower. Question is now, one thing that I have noticed, what time is that? Through the Asian session, there's usually a move, and then we see a little bit of a correction. Then the US is obviously news dependent, but it may make sense to, even based on what we've seen from the Asian sessions, come back up in here. But obviously, like I said, month end is going to play is going to have a role to play here as well with and you can guess all you like. We've no idea how the rebalancing of books and positions are going to play out. So there's no point going, oh well, they're long, they're short. This is what's going to happen because we've no idea. You know. See if there's option expiries that we can see. No, that was yesterday for 27th option expiries. See if there was euro, dollar, yen, cable. Today, Friday the 28th. Oh, it's just currencies they're showing. 2.3 billion at 104. 2.3 billion at 105.50. So some massive option expiries on euro dollar today. More to the upside as well. So if anything, I wouldn't be surprised if euro has a bit of a push today because you've got 1.2 billion at 105, 1.3 billion at 105.25, 626 million at 105.40, 2.3 billion at 105.50, 630 million at 105.60, and 106 at 1.5. Now it's not going to get up all the way up there, I would suspect, but you never know if for at least for the 105s if they can try and push it there. Um, you might see a bit of movement because the downside, the option expiry is on the lower tickets or the lower prices, nowhere near as hefty as the upside. Uh, Nothing really on cable. Not that that's going to affect us. Yeah, still have you. Well, very, very quiet morning session. We can't plan it though, can we, guys? We can't make it move. It's not like we've got $1 trillion sat in our bank account. We just go and hit the buy button and shake the shit out of the market. Our little 3 lot, 5 lot orders aren't exactly going to do too much to the market. But here we go. Be nice to see you guys. Oh, let's get the gold chart on. Let's see if we can get a push up above here and you guys can bank some pips on gold. Where's my chat gone? There's some serious lag today on YouTube. Um, uh, right, this is weird because I'm now watching myself on YouTube and I can't work. Uh, right, I'm just going to move something. Yeah, about 14 seconds I just counted then. 14, 15 seconds. Let's hope I don't buy live. Nigel's got 25 seconds. Bloody hell. Well, it'd be good if we could use that to our advantage, right? I'll tell you what's happening and you go and place the order. All you do, Frankie, to set alert, go to that plus button next to the and click left click on the plus and then add alert. Well, uh, anybody else unable to? Might be just that my router needs coffee. Yeah, sorry guys. Maybe there's a lot of people using the live stream at the minute on YouTube. I have no idea. Um, well, this area is being defended. It's being held. Will it hold or will it break? We sh we don't know. I get a maintenance message from them, so unable. I can tell you it's a bit awkward as well when I do see the comments come in the chat and I don't know when they're from. And obviously because the lag, it doesn't help. So if you can, I don't know, when you make a comment, try and make it as easy as possible for me to understand what the comment's in relation to. Guys, this is a really, really slow session. Um, but like I said, we can't do anything about it. I think at 7:30, if nothing's happened, I'll wrap it up. For once, I can have a day where I'm not rushing around like a lunatic, trying to get my little one ready for school. Hmm, what's going on with the DAX? NASDAQ, nothing. DAX, nothing. Uh, hmm, all right. I'm really not doing anything at all. No, no, yeah, Anna, listen, guys, this is the time to be quiet. When the charts aren't doing a lot, just wait. Just wait for the candle to close above here, and then we're. I was gonna say we're golden. Yeah, so let's wait for that. If Anna says buy, we buy. If Anna says sell, we sell. If she says we do nothing, we do nothing. Um, yeah, it's just not moving, guys. There's absolute 0 point trying to get involved in something that's not moving. I'll give it 11 minutes and then I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a session, guys. I do apologize, but like I said, there's no point just trading for the sake of it. Oh, Anna said we do nothing. Oh, here you go, Rich. It's your song, mate. Just Anna would definitely shake the markets. Yeah, she's been shaking the markets all month and last month, to be fair, she's done super, super well. And long may it continue, guys. Okay. Has something come out? Has German prelim come out? Uh, no, German prelim hasn't come out, but DAX is starting to push. Nasdaq is having a little bit of a move. Dollar coming off a little bit, not a lot. Okay, DAX above here would be interesting for buyers. So yeah, wait for a candle close above. Yeah, candle close above. Right, what we're going to put on next? Mm, okay, coming down to support with some nice moves. If the market pops down and you get a 15-minute bullish candle, potential for buyers to take it back up to the top of the range, guys. Oh, DAX, in fact, Nasdaq's reversed its little momentum, little moves. DAX dropping back down. Maybe we're seeing a little bit the pre-London Open. No trades, guys. It's looking, but I think for the aggressive traders, if you get this candle to close above and you can get, I don't know, let's say, uh, I reckon if you can get this 30-minute or 15-minute candle to respect this resistance. So I just thought someone was at the door. To respect resistance, respect the support level, and then close above, there could be an opportunity. But we'll see. Like I said, nothing for me, guys. So I'm done and dusted. Um, any questions? Okay, guys. I think we'll. There's nothing for me right now. James Brown, I feel good. Oh, that'd be a classic right now. Sorry, one second. Who's this? Oh no, it's not. I thought it was another little DM coming in, but gold's $19 down on the morning. Most of that's been done through the Asian session, so we're testing the Asian session lows now. Um, Give or take, what's that? I don't know. I think we're pretty much there on the lows. Yeah. Nasdaq. There's no other news coming out, so yeah, nothing for me here. Let's have a look, see what's happening on Forex Live. Hmm. No, nothing there. Can't really see anything. I think it's just going to be end of month little moves. Euro stocks futures down 0.6 in early open. Bank of England, gradual and careful approach is needed on rate cuts. Germany retail sales plus 2.2% expected 0.0. Germany January import price index plus 1.1 versus plus 0.7. So positive for UK nationwide prices up 0.4% versus 0.2. So it's all kind of quite positive. Gold fall looks to gather pace while levels to watch. No, it's just nonsense. Okay, so all the data out of Germany so far this morning looks pretty positive. Um, so interesting, the DAX is still on the retreat. Saying that, we're starting to, unless that was pre-news, so we might see a little bit of, if we can dance above this area, then I think we can see some more upside, but we're going to have to wait for that, guys, to be fair. All right, guys, it's been a quiet morning for me. So yeah, I'm going to finish the week strong. I'm not going to do a YouTube this afternoon. I'm going to take the afternoon off. Uh, get ready to enjoy the weekend. So if you do have any questions, fire them in now. And if not, I will see you all Monday. It's been a very quiet session, guys. Nothing. Just make sure you got your alerts set because this is what we're looking for. Wait on a close above. Any questions? No. See you, Frankie. See you, Rich. See you, Anna. Thanks, Prem. Thanks, Nigel. Paolo, Prem. Who else have I missed out there? Peter Armand. Take care, buddy. Petco. And Rich and Simon. Bye, guys. Have a great day and enjoyable weekend. Take care. Bye bye.